Good morning, traders. It is 9:32 a.m. on Friday, the 31st of March. This is the last day of the financial year, and currently I have gotten into a trade of shorting 40,200 call option, which is deep in the money by 200 points. So why did I take this trade? Based on my indicators, I am going to see a small correction here of about 50 to 60 points. I am going to make very small scalps today because the market is extremely bullish right now, and such a big rally at the opening is not normal. It's a huge candle of over 500 points from the previous day's closing. So already within 20 minutes, we've already rallied 500 plus points, 550 right now. So that is where I saw an opportunity. Okay, things might slow down a bit and there'll be a little decay which I'm going to grab. So 481 is my entry. The first target is going to be at 440, and the second target will be half of this big candle, that will be at 380. Now let's see how this goes out. If there is a little more movement, I am going to add one more quantity and then I'm going to keep a very strict stop loss. I will keep you updated. Right, traders, the time is 10:12 and we had sold this at 9:32 at 481. It went up and then it came back down, and now it's breaking. Now I'm going to wait and check if this low, if it does a price action below this low, but I doubt, because this has become a buying zone. You see this rejection, this rejection, this rejection, some buying, and it came down again, and then again buying, and again another rejection is forming. So now I'll wait and watch. If crosses 526 and closes above that, we could see another bullish movement. So I will probably square this off at a small loss and shift it to another strike above the current range. That now Bank Nifty is at 4400. If it goes above 4500, then I will start selling 4600 calls. Okay, traders, time is 10:21 and the first negative SAR dot has formed here. So I'm going to shift my stop loss here, and I will keep moving it accordingly with every 5-minute candle. My first target still stands at 440, and I will start moving the stop loss accordingly. Let's see how this plans on giving me a profit or a loss. Right, traders, the time is 11:01 and the SAR dots have been coming down. So I am now putting my stop loss at 497. So it's less than 500 rupees what the stop loss level is. And as per my calculations on a different indicator that I follow, there is going to be a swing up or down between 11:15 to 11:20. So I marked this bracket over here, as you can see. Now I am waiting for this to break down. As you can see, my first target is over here at 440. Came painstakingly close, 3-4 points out, and then shoots back up. Now again is shooting back down. So this is how you have to play with theta decay on options. When there is zigzag movement, it can be very volatile, but you have to follow your risk management very strictly. I am very strict on it. Let's see what we can get out of this trade. Time is 11:02. Right, traders, time is 11:15 exactly, and this has been coming back up. It came back to my cost price, and I have kept the stop loss at the third SAR dot, that is exactly at 493. So 493 is the stop loss level that I marked. Now 11:15 and 11:20 is when I'm expecting the swing. So I am waiting. If this SAR dot is broken, then yes, my stop loss will be knocked off. I've already entered it into the system. I am waiting if this actually breaks down. Because see, here there was buying, and it was going up, and then finally it broke, and then now it's doing a price action. So on this level, if there's a price action, it can again break down, but it has to break this lower side where again there was a lot of buying done. Let's see now. Probably I might get knocked out of the trade and then again it falls. If I get knocked out, I am shifting the trade to 40,600. Right, traders, as rightly predicted at 11:15, the swing came and it has gone up and it is still shooting up. So now I'm going to avoid this strike price of 40,200. I'm going to enter into 4,600 now. Right, traders, time is 11:19. What I've done is I've shifted the call shorting to 40,600 call option, and I've shorted it at 255 over here. And my first target is to below 230, and then we'll start trailing it from there. I'm going to add one more quantity if it breaks a candle closing above 295. I will add one more quantity over there, probably two more quantities to pull the average up. And I'm going to leave this till the end of the day with a fixed stop loss amount. Right, traders, time is 2:09 exactly, and I have sold April futures exactly at 40,800, and finally it is breaking down. And why I saw it breaking down is simple. This trend line has been tested, but not bigger highs. It's making very smaller highs, and there are a lot of rejections from the top over here, especially in the Bollinger Band. Now I'm waiting for this to break the trend line and do some price action and probably break. I'll start drawing these levels: level 1, then level 2, and then level 3. There could be a massive sell-off. I'm not being very I'm just being very speculative over here. I'm not being over enthusiastic or emotional regarding this trade. The trade can go in the opposite direction. That's why I've put my stop loss at 100 points over here. So let's see. I'm just waiting for the price action to start on this. Even the SAR dots have come to cross the red line over here, which indicates that yes, it could be falling. I'm just waiting for these levels to break and probably pick a good profit over here. Okay, traders, the day is done, 3:30, and the markets are closed. What happened was very, very, very disappointing. I was foreseeing a fall coming, which I wanted to grab at a very quick scalp, and I had shorted, if you remember, at 4800. Now it went up. Usually, what I do, if it goes up 100 or 200 points, I add a single or double quantity depending on the rally. Now here, when it came, I did not do anything. I just waited, and then it came down. So I took a breather. Then when it started coming like this, I thought that okay, now from here it could blast up. So I don't want to lose much. So I put my stop loss at 40,895. So lost about 2,500 on this trade, and then see what happens 10 minutes later. It comes down and breaks the area where I actually shorted it at. And from there it goes down about 40 points, which is 1,000 rupees. So if 10 minutes, yeah, because it was past 3 o'clock, I said, okay, now it can get really volatile, zigzag, and it can probably boom up because the whole day has just been rallying, rallying, rallying. And look what happens at the closure. 10 minutes later, it goes down. I could have saved 2,500 rupees on this. Another trade which I lost again 2,500. If you remember, at the beginning of the day at 11:19, I sold it over here at 255. My intention was to add another quantity at 100 points so that the average would come to around let's say 305. Again, when this happened, now I did not want to take a chance after 3 o'clock. I'm very cautious because that's generally where I square off on my positions. I put a stop loss at 350. Exactly at 350 it comes, knocks me out, and then goes all the way down here to 263. Now, even if I did not trail my stop loss, at least the loss of this, which was around 2,500, would have been half. So all in all, I lost 5k only on these two trades, but I had other trades as insurance. Now let's see the profit and loss for today. So traders, this is the profit and loss for today, and it's around 150 rupees. I'm including some charges which I calculated on my own. So all in all, the saving trade was the Nifty 17100 call which I had bought over here. It gave me a profit of 8800. The call that I shorted alongside it was in a loss of 4200. So that difference was 4600. Then the loss over here from the put buy, this was actually a hedge position. So the loss from the put buy of 16900 was 3400. And so Nifty gave me around 1200 profit. Now see this over here. One second. Yeah. Now April futures over here. This was a loss. Then the 4600 call option. This was a loss. So that was covered by this trade plus this trade. So two combined knocked off one, and then there were other smaller profits like this, like this, like this, which probably brought it down to less than 200. So that's the way I trade, guys. It is a very simple way of trying to get as much as possible and trying to lose as little as possible. So yesterday also my loss was around 1000, sorry, day before yesterday, and today it is much lesser at 150. So that's all for today. It's the weekend. I wish you all a good and blessed weekend. Have fun. We'll see you Monday.